Tribunal, Catholic bishops receive strong warning against anti-Tinubu campaign. Wow. So who is warning them, and why are they warning the Catholic bishops? What do they have to say? So what they have to tell about Elijah Ayodele, that is also speaking, or Farambaka, that are also of Catholic faith and are speaking for Tinubu? What do you have to say about that? So why the threat and warning to the Catholic bishops? Let's see what they're trying to achieve. The Social Rehabilitation Group, SRG, a group of activists, has strongly criticized the Catholic bishops for their harsh criticism of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. Tribunal decision to uphold President Bola Tinubu's victory in the February 25 presidential election. In a statement released by the group's convener, National Coordinator Dr. Marindoti Oludare, they condemned the cleric's stance, viewing it as an unwarranted desire to disenfranchise Nigerians who participated in the presidential election due to the Independent National Electoral Commission's inability to transmit election results via an internet server. Dr. Oludare, a Nigerian-born medical practitioner based in the United States, who is also a Catholic, expressed that the position taken by the clergymen lacked logical reasoning. After reading the message by some Catholic bishops on the PAPT judgment, I must say as a Catholic boy that I was disappointed in the fact that my Lord bishops will go against the ruling of the Lordship at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal without care for rhyme and reason. Can you imagine? The statement seemed to seek to disenfranchise Nigerians based on the inability of INEC to post copies of election recording documents on the server. Had my lords educated themselves about the way the internet works, they would have known better than to suggest electronic copies of documents hold more legitimacy than the real source document, which is the Form EC8A, where the election results are recorded. It is like my lords wore a religious shade that cast a hue of bias to their perspective he appraised. So according to him, there is a reason the whole American electoral system is not in any way connected to the internet. And that's when they do electronic voting. There is a paper backup and the process is not connected to the internet. So what are you talking? The paper backup in the US is also in the UK as well, and it's for those who choose not to vote through the internet. That is it. But that does not mean that the electoral system is not connected to the internet, the database is not on the internet, collation is not on the internet. That is not true. Everything in the US and UK has is on the database, and database is on the internet. It's just that they will control the security of those documents online, and they are, protected against cyber security. That is all, or cyber crime. But saying there's a paper backup. Paper backup is for those who wish not to vote online. They wish to do by paper. That is it. That doesn't mean that the entire electoral system is not on the internet or is not done using computer or not done online. Because as the votes are coming in, even with the paper on, they are logging it online on the internet. So don't bring something that is not logical here. That is it. This is because the internet is simply put a group of multiple computers talking to one another, meaning the external access exposes it to phishing, spamming, and manipulation. We understand that, but again, that does not mean that the voting system is not done or is not deposited on the internet. All the results, all the database, all the documents, everything done is documented on the internet. That is the truth. So don't come and deceive us here. We all know what the internet is about. Hence, I can send a message online and that message gets replaced within seconds before it gets to its destination. So why didn't INEC come out to tell us why they choose not to transmit the result online? They said they had a glitch. What kind of glitch? Nobody knows it today. So the narrative this guy is pushing does not work. It is an APC narrative and it's blind at all. Except they're telling me that everything about election in the US is on paper and it's kept somewhere in the corner of a room waiting for its expiration, and then they're gonna burn it. Huh. If you go back to the history of election in the US, for the past 200 years, it has a database and is there. So I don't understand what you're saying. Oluda also pointed out that despite the American electoral system not being connected to the internet, former President Donald Trump and his supporters cried foul and even invaded the seat of government, stating that had the result been connected to the internet, that would be open room for a floodgate of allegations, speculations, and mischief. Their result is on the internet now. What is this guy saying? Are you the only person in the US? Yeah? He contended further that the decision by the INEC to include a result viewing portal was an unforced error that the body had used to smear the cleanest, freest, and fairest election in the electoral body's history. Can you imagine? Can the bishop be said to have tested the claims that they seem to agree with before holding on to their own version of truth? The book of Proverbs 13:16 says, every prudent man acts out of knowledge. Are my laws claiming to be more knowledgeable about the law than the lordship of the PEPT? Do they truly care about the truth, what is best for the country, or they only care about a ticket with a Christian on it? Can you imagine? So he has sent all this message now to the tribunal, to the Catholic bishops, warning them, telling them that election in the US is done on paper. Who told you it's done on paper? The cyber security system in the US is tight, and so people did not have access to the database. It's well secured. But everything is deposited on the internet, whether people vote online or people vote on paper. Everything is documented and collated on the internet and secured. That is what it is. And why is this guy deceiving Nigerians now? This does not make sense at all. This does not make sense. Someone should not mind these hypocrites, reprobates, ungodly sinners. Satan transformed himself into an angel of light. It is not a surprise thing if his ministers also regard themselves as the disciples of light, whose end shall be according to their works. Can you imagine? These people are talking on her. And then somebody saying, if you can insult priests and pastors, I mean priests and pastors from all churches, please don't try it with the Catholic bishop, because you will never be free from the wrath of God. So the bishops, CBCN, cut across all tribes. They are in Nigeria and observe that what most Nigerians observe. Where are you in faraway United States and in diaspora? You allowed ethnic or tribal sentiment to becloud your Christianity or humanity. These bishops stand for and with the people of Nigeria, irrespective of tribe, religion, and social status. Exactly. So the one I'm challenging here is that the US election is done on paper. What do you mean? Everything is already, even for the past 200 years, the results and the proceedings are documented. And they're on the internet, and it's a database and it's secured online. So they're telling me. Someone said, many of you are very myopic in your discussion. Let's be fair a bit. We'll be one southeast, northeast, central Abuja, even some states in the southwest. How is he a tribal by God? He is the only one that won all over. You people don't want to tell yourself the truth. That is why the nation is like this. The Catholic bishops are right 100%. God bless Nigeria. So that is what is coming from Dr. Oludare Marindoti from the US, trying to educate or warn the Catholic bishops in Nigeria against, speaking out or speaking truth to power. Wow, this is unbelievable. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment on this matter.